Hello everyone, so I'm Ben Blar, and my hardcore world is just 6 days away now from 2,000 days, and I thought I'd give you guys a little tour of my world, because I've only ever showed this world, like, once or twice on streams. Best place to start would probably be my main base, my pyramid. So this was actually one of the first things I built in this world. It contains a lot of things, such as my villager area, which has a villager breeder, connected up to a village trading hall, which doesn't work as well anymore because of the changes to villagers. Over here, got a sheep farm, simple design. Over here, we got a classic sugarcane farm, carrot and potato farm right here, along with my auto smelter right here. In the middle here is an iron farm, 6 villages up there with the husk in the middle, and it drops them down into these little lava pits. Some little display stuff, and then I have my map right here of my world, at least my main area. Down here is a bunch of my animals and just little pets I've collected over the past 2,000 days in my world. There's cats, there's frogs, there's armadillo, there's a pig, there's a pink sheep I found. I actually found this like day 3, like right away in my world. There's a lays too. My auto sorter. So up here actually is a little, not shrine, but kind of a thing that shows the remains of an iron golem who came really close to killing me in this world. I'll show the clip right now. Yeah, it still says, can I blah 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 blah
Oh yeah, they're vile words. I forgot about that. That's even worse, man. How dare you?
Yeah, so it's honestly more just me being stupid, but right here we have 2 diamond armor skeletons that I found. One of them was more recent, but one of them was found at the very beginning, and they used to be like over there somewhere. But now they're here. Moving on, I'm just gonna get this little thing out of the way. It's a very like kind of basic castle design. That's because it's actually in a way kind of a reference slash callback to an old realm I had, which had this exact thing. But it's simple. It's from an old realm that kind of a war kind of destroyed the whole thing. So it's more of like a little reference to me and my friends. Up here, we have my little sanctuary that I put both bees and the lays. There used to be a lot more bees, but they just vanished out of nowhere all of a sudden. Over here, we have a new resin farm. Resin pumps out here, and I use that actually on a build, which I'll get to later. Right here is the 1,000 days and 2,000 days sign that I just finished. Built this back on day 1,000, obviously, and that I just finished building, and it's a memorial for the day I'm about to hit. Right here is one of the only farms in this world that's not like kind of covered up by something, but this is my tree farm. I don't actually use it that much, so I probably could just tear it down. Now landing right here, this is a little village area I made. Now I will say the village houses designs are very basic. This is back in 2021, 2022 when I was not a very good builder, as you can probably tell. So there's like a house for each villager type. By the way, all the villagers have gone missing in one way or another. Whether it's they went to the Nether, which is the portal is over here, or they fell into a pit that's right here. Either way, they've all gone missing. Because right here is my main Nether portals, but also down here is a Nether. Not Nether. Down here is a beacon area that I mined out and got a bunch of stuff for. But yeah, it's a pretty simple village, but it's a pretty simple village. When the azalea trees and like all the lush stuff came out, I was like, I want to do something with that, and I built this. Over here is kind of just this kind of roller coaster. I just felt like making for fun. It doesn't really work because it goes underwater, and I didn't know how bad or how slow, I guess, the underwater tracks would actually go. So that's something I need to fix eventually, but right now I'm not really worried about that. Right here's a little aquarium. It has a bunch of the axolotls I found back when they first came out, along with turtles. I have my wheat farm. This is completely just for aesthetics. I just thought it would look cool to plop this here. And I feel like it's a really easy way to film this space right here because this is a very empty area. Right here is just a little tree area that I used to farm stuff. It's just like a design I found on YouTube that just was like kind of nice. Flying over here a bit. I started building a shulker farm, but then I realized I just did not need it. And so I was like, you know what? Nah. And so I probably should just tear this down, but I'll just leave it there for now. Yeah, see, here's like, all the resources are still right here. So I realistically could build this at any time. I just don't really feel like it. Right here is my little sniffer area. Has a bunch of sniffers. with a beacon, and this is all stone and stuff because right here actually used to be a mountain, but I just tore down to flatten this area out. Now, going over here, actually, this is kind of cool. This is my machine I used to get How Did We Get Here? And in fact, actually, I do have all advancements, including How Did We Get Here? But, so I did it post 1.20, and so I had to do it with the Warden. You can see in there, I have a Peter Griffin texture pack on for it right now. It's, yeah. It doesn't hear me. There's a piston in there that keeps it aggro to it. But basically, within 20 blocks of a Warden, he'll give you the darkness effect. And so basically, I had to just pop potions that I made right here, get that effect, run in here, get that shulker right there to hit me, and get the dolphin who wasn't there. And yeah, this is my little mini machine. It's very simple. It's one of the more simple designs for this thing. It's the thing that shoots the glowing arrows, and there's a wither rose. There's a conduit too. Either way, this is my little self-made design for it, and I got it. It worked. Boom. Third time getting that achievement. One time I got it in hardcore, one time I got it in a realm. But this is technically my first time actually getting it without cheating, because in that realm I got a little frustrated and just spawned a shulker. And in my hardcore I used X-ray to find the shulker because he was underground. But in this world, he actually spawned on the shulker farm. So I was just like, okay, I moved him over. Over here is a little glass pen that I never actually went through with. It was supposed to be like a little turtle sanctuary, but I ended up just putting them inside that little thing over there.
Hey Ben,
I'm recording right now.
I was about to say, can you play Minecraft with you
Yeah, not right now. I have stuff I gotta do today.
after dinner?
Probably not, because I do have plans tonight. Oliver! This is the first bigger project I'd say that I have in this world. So it's the typical kind of ocean monument build. You've seen this like a million times. I replaced some of the blocks of iron because I thought the white looked cool. Inside is my guardian farm. Down here is gonna be like a museum kind of thing. Coming back out here though, the thing you probably noticed is the giant dome. Now I'm probably gonna still make some edits to this because it's very plain, but this is what it is right now. I'm gonna put stuff around here, and this is part of the project. So right here is my creeper farm. It's kind of got like an unfortunate placement, but it's right here. It's almost touching this build. Leads to the nether, and we'll get there later. Over here is a raid farm, but obviously because of the new 1.21 raid mechanics, this does not technically work anymore. I did grind it a good amount before the update, so I wish totems just chilling. I don't really use that many totems like ever. I haven't been offhand, but I think the last time I've used one was like over 100 days ago. I like to play very safe. Alright, so moving on to my next project, it's the city kind of area. Now, this is a mixture of two things. It's one supposed to have a bunch of references to me and my friends. So like some of these buildings here are planned to be like references to inside jokes or games we play. But there's also buildings like these, which are just kind of buildings that I built just so there's a cool kind of view of the city. I love this because, like, if you go to my base, it's kind of a cool backdrop, all these buildings. I've got, like, a red crimson themed one, a pink cherry blossom themed one. I use the new resin here. This was that build I was talking about earlier. But I have resin and pale here. And then this is what I'm currently working on. It's kind of like the mangrove build. I'm really happy at this. Looking around, I think that is it for the overworld. Mostly. I mean, I can fly this way real quick. Because right over here is a failed perimeter. I tried to do a perimeter, but obviously I failed. I guess over here somewhere it hit something and it bounced back and blew itself up. And so it just does not work. And I decided, you know what? I don't really care enough to build one. Because I don't really know what farm I'd build down there. And so I just kind of left it to rot over here. Right off the bat, we got my nether hub. Now this is cool because this is one of the first things I built that I actually am like happy with. So it's a typical kind of hub that has like the different biomes kind of depicted. I just was happy with this because it looks from the outside angle it's kind of vaguely like a UFO. It's flying in the sky. I don't have a no fog mod on, but you can see the fact that it's way above the bedrock ceiling, and it's cool. Down here, I have a beacon next to a basalt farm. Right here is a mammoth cube farm, which I never actually used. Plus, it's not even like finished. I forgot a corner of it, and never cared to come back to fix that. Now if I fly out this way just a little bit, my gold farm. So this is where I get most of my XP. I have my little XP enchanting area, along with up here. Stand there, get XP, and gold. That's that. Doesn't do special. If I go out this way, there is a wither skeleton farm. It's like over 6,000 blocks away, so I don't feel like doing that right now, but you can envision it. That's pretty much all I have in my nether. Over here, though, is my end portal. Now, a little bit of lore about my end realm. Obviously, you can see this is where I got the shulker, and I used minecart rails to get over there. My end realm used to be completely flooded with water. Like, if you look down here, you'll see that there is a bunch of slabs spawn-proof in this area. That was because I had originally spawn-proofed my end, and I had made it into a end farm. Because if you look in the middle right here, there is a little hole right here, which I use this spot here to kill withers, but I also use it to get wither roses from right here. This used to open up into a big drop zone which had endermen, but obviously it's just a remnant now. That's because I want to tear down a bunch of these pillars and destroy the island and then eventually build something cool here. But because of my other projects going on, this is kind of taking last place in priority. It's not a lot, but I have a little thing where in my world I don't like AFKing for long stretches of time. I'll AFK while I'm eating dinner, I'll AFK while I'm in the bathroom, but I will not AFK while I'm sleeping or away somewhere. Because the way I died in one of my other hardcore worlds is I AFK'd while going to bed, and I woke up to find out I had died because I had forgotten a block on the farm. And so I live in fear now of that. And so, with that, I don't like AFKing. And so all 1,995 of these days, all 1,995 of these days are me playing the game, working on my projects, and yeah. And so with that, I like to say, thanks for watching, guys. I would like to start streaming this world and just do more with it. But until then, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.